feel that you not worship except Him, and to parents, good treatment, whether one or both of them reach old age, while with you, say not to them so much as oof, and do not repel them, but speak to them a noble word. Thank you. Now, I request Dr. Poonam Nayak, Professor and Head, Department of Community Medicine, to welcome the gathering. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Raghavendra. Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, dear students and parents, a very good evening to one and all. As Hippocrates stated, wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity. I am sure that all of us are truly connected through this quote. Love of humanity, how far you have come, having utilized all the opportunities and facing all the challenges. I feel honored and privileged to welcome you all for the 18th graduation day of Yenepoya Medical College, Yenepoya deemed to be University, Mangalore. Chief guest for today's program, Dr. Rajendra KV, IAS Deputy Commissioner, Dakshin Kannada District, is an eminent administrator, leader, medical luminary and dynamic personality. We are highly indebted to you for accepting our invite and gracing the occasion. Please accept a warm, hearty welcome. Guest of honor, Dr. Venkatgiri KM, is Senior Medical Consultant Anesthesiologist at the Government General Hospital, Kasaragod. He is also the National President, Indian Society of Anesthesiologists. We extend a hearty welcome to you, sir. Dr. M.S. Musaba, Principal, Dean, Yenepoya Medical College and Presiding Officer for the Graduation Day Program. A skilled surgeon, excellent academician and a dynamic leader. We extend a warm welcome to you, sir. I welcome Dr. Gangadhar Somayaji, Registrar, Yenepoya deemed to be University on this occasion. Welcome you, sir. On this occasion, I also extend a hearty welcome to Dr. Abhay Nilgude and Dr. Ashwini Dutt, Associate Deans, Yenepoya Medical College, and Dr. Prakash Saldana, Medical Superintendent, Yenepoya Medical College Hospital. I also welcome Professor Kutti, former Pro-Chancellor, Sri Devraj Adyas Academy of Higher Education and Research, Kolar, Karnataka. Welcome you, sir. We have amongst us Lieutenant Colonel Pankaj Akshan, Chief Administrative Officer, Yenepoya University. Welcome you, sir. I also welcome the Deans, Associate Deans, Center Heads and Faculty of various departments of all the constituent units of Yenepoya deemed to be University. I also welcome the Student Welfare Officers of Yenepoya deemed to be University. To all graduates, I offer my warmest congratulations on your academic successes, the culmination of many years of dedication and hard work. Your batch have adapted and grown stronger in this challenging time of COVID pandemic, which has undoubtedly enriched you with varied learning experiences. Keep learning and keep venturing throughout your journey. It's not just the title before the name, but above all, the mission that needs to be fulfilled as a healthcare professional, which is a combination of both intellectual and moral domains. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all our dear students for the big day in your life, the graduation day, and all the proud parents who have a significant contribution in this journey. I welcome you all. I'm proud. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request Dr. Harish.
A very good evening to you all. I have been assigned the pleasant task of introducing the guest for today's function, 18th Graduation Day 2022. It is my proud privilege to introduce the chief guest of today's function, Dr. Rajendra KV, Deputy Commissioner, Dakshin Kannada District, and guest of honor, Dr. Venkatgiri KM, National President, Indian Society of Anesthesiologists, for today's graduation day 2022. I am delighted to introduce the chief guest of today's function, Dr. Rajendra KV, a young dynamic officer of Indian Administrative Service of the 2013 batch. He is also a medical doctor and alumnus of Jagadguru Jayadeva Muruga Rajendra Medical College, Davangere. He has served as an administrative officer in various capacities as Subdivision Magistrate Putturu, then Chief Executive Officer Jilla Panchayat Bellary and Belgavi, and from 2020 he is Deputy Commissioner of Dakshina Kannada District. Under his leadership and able administration, Dakshina Kannada District could able to contain the COVID-19 pandemic effectively and provide comprehensive quality care for not only the people of Dakshina Kannada but also for the neighboring district. Now I request our beloved Dean, Dr. Musamba, to welcome him to this happening. Hearty welcome to you, sir. Thank you, sir. The guest of honor for today's graduation day program is my anesthesia colleague, Dr. Venkatagiri KM. He is a renowned anesthesiologist from Kasaragod. He completed his MBBS from Mahadevappa Rampure Medical College, the Gulbarga, in 1988. Then MD in anesthesiology from Kasturba Medical College, Mangalore, in 1993. MBA in Healthcare Science from Manipal in 2013, and he has various postgraduate diplomas to his credit. He has been associated with the Kerala Health Services since 1996. Currently, he is working at Government General Hospital Kasaragod as a senior medical consultant. Sir has been instrumental in forming the Kasaragod city branch of Indian Society of Anesthesiologists and has been the founder secretary for about 10 years and is currently the national president of Indian Society of Anesthesiologists. Sir is also a member of Professional Wellbeing Committee of the World Federation of Societies of Anesthesiology, that is WFSA, and has held posts of eminence in various associations like OMAG, IMA, and Indian Red Cross Society. He has successfully organized many state-level conferences and CMEs under the aegis of ISA and WFSA. He is constantly a part of regional, zonal, state, national and international conferences on various occasions. Now I request our beloved Dean to welcome him with a sample. Hearty welcome. Thank you, one and all.
To present the graduates, I request Dr. Abhay Nirgude, Associate Dean, Administration, Yenapaya Medical College, to do the honors. Over to you, sir.
Mohammad Ifam Javed, Neha Tunimun Naushad, Alisha Ali, Devika Dharmaratnam, Ahmad Sahal, Olivia Rosa John. We need applause from the audience for everybody. Jasni KB, Naurin Bashir, शादा रहमत जहान, फातिमा शिरीन शहाना, सहरा रहा इस्माइल, तनीमुर रहमान, शहीना, सुजन मुशर्रफ खान, मारिया जॉन, शाहरुख अब्दुल्ला, आसिफ अली कुआकाटे, बड़ीवाला रूही अल्ताफ, आफिया, रसीना टीएच, दुहा सजद काजी, मोहम्मद अजीज, अंजना कृष्णन, सफा परवीन, अमन हुसैन बाबा अजित तैयबा, नीतीश भट्ट, साना मुजम्मिल हरकतें, एजाज एएम, हिबा अलय हरकतें, फैजा सफीर, नजमा ओल, मोहम्मद शरफुद्दीन, जोर्डन प्रकाश डिसूजा, जमीन केएन, दर्शन एमएस, रेवन आइजैक, Delhi. Varsha Tyagarajan. Ashwin Sudhir Sodar. Fatima Tyu Shamna. Fahad Padinaratil Yusuf. Mohiddin Ashik. Shafiq Abu Bakr. Fatima Irfana. Nasrina Minu. Shabina E.T. Naveen Nazar. Mohammad Shihabuddin. Fatima Shana. Salman Abdullah. Muhammad Ishan. जो और अमृतकर. निविन टीके. मोहम्मद फराह ताहिरी. Hearty congratulations to all the graduates and their parents. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now is the time to announce toppers in each of the MBBS subjects from first year to final year MBBS, and also the best outgoing student of 2016 batch, who will be presented with gold medals. I request Dr. Poonam Rai, Professor and Head Department of Community Medicine, and was the chairperson of this committee to announce the toppers. Over to you, ma'am.
Principal Edinburgh Medical College constituted a 5-member committee for selecting the student to be awarded with gold medal in each subject and the best outgoing student for the 2016-17 batch. This committee comprised of faculty members from the first to final year. The academic topper in each subject is selected for gold medal award, and the student scoring the highest marks throughout the course is selected as the best outgoing student. It gives me immense pleasure to present those receiving the gold medal in each subject and the best outgoing student. May I now request Chief Guest Dr. Rajendra KV, IAS, Deputy Commissioner, Dakshin Kannada District, to present Gold medal in 3rd MBBS Part 1, Community Medicine, Sai Bhargav. ENT, Sajjad. Akhtar, Sai Bhargav. Gold medal in 3rd MBBS Part 2, General Medicine, Aisha Mufida. General Surgery, Duha Sajjad Qazi. Obstetrics and Gynac, Vishnu Rajiv. Obstetrics and Gynac, Tanimur Rahman. Pediatrics, Viraj Suvarna. Pediatrics, Sajjad. Thank you, sir. May I now request all dignitaries on the dais to award the best outgoing student. It is Sai Bhargav for the 2016-17 batch. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Dr. Poonam Naik ma'am. Now I request Dr. Sydney D'Souza, Professor and Head, Department of Internal Medicine, to administer the oath to the graduates.
I wish some of us can share the medals from Sai Bhargav. We may have. Congratulations, it is a real proud moment for him and all of us. Yes. Dignitaries on the dais, faculty members, parents, and my dear young budding doctors. Now we are getting to the next part of the program, that is oath taking ceremony. This oath taking ceremony is not just a ritual, This is a guiding force for all of us for the rest of our life. Because the words which are put in that did not come from yesterday or the day before. It come from generations. And if you follow these, probably you will become a good person for the rest of your life, and you will serve the humanity in a very nice way. And that is what we expect from all of us. All of us can be like Sai Baba, but we can be this. With this, now I will start reading this oath. I will first read it. All the graduates who have graduated today will stand and stretch your right hand and repeat after me. Is that okay? Yes, please stand. It is so nice that even the guests of honor are giving a respect to you people. It's nice. Okay, let's start. I solemnly pledge myself to consecrate my life to the service of humanity. Even under threat, I will not use my professional knowledge contrary to the laws of humanity. I will maintain utmost respect for human life from the time of conception. I will not permit consideration of religion, nationality, race, party politics or social standing to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity. The health of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the secrets which are confided in me. I will give my teachers the respect and gratitude which is their due. I will maintain by all means in my power the honor and noble tradition of my profession. I will treat my colleagues with all respect and dignity. I shall always abide by these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Thank you very much. God bless you and good luck.
Good evening to all of you. Initially I was thinking of giving a long speech. Then I realized I don't remember whatever our chief guest has said during our graduation day. Life is the best teacher. I'm nobody to give you any advice or any sort of like suggestion because life will take care of everything. But still, just to make it as a formal occasion, guest of honor of today's function, Dr. Venkatagiri, Dean of Yenepoya Medical College, Dr. Musabba, and other dignitaries on the dais, head of all the departments, faculties of the college, freshly graduated MBBS graduates, the prize winners, parents and family members, and dear friends. What an evening it is turning out to be. I'm feeling really honored and privileged to participate in this momentous occasion of Yenepoya Medical College. Being one of the newer medical college, already Yenepoya Medical College has marked its position in the as one of the best medical colleges. I'd like to congratulate the management, teaching faculties, all those who contributed to the illustrious path of the Senecoya Medical College. Maybe I wanted to take you through different aspects of medical field, the way the things are turning out to be in the future. Maybe while giving the prizes and the degrees, for a momentous period I was trying to interact with all of you. I was trying to know what are their plans in the future. Some of you are communicating very well what exactly you guys want to do. But if I recollect my days fresh in the memory, last month itself we had gone back to my alma mater, Davangere, where we had entered the medical college some 20 years back. We entered the histopathology lab. We went to the toxicology room where we used to try to find the ridges where muscle used to get attached and other things. I found already 20 years have lapsed. During medical college life, the way we used to hang out with our friends, the way we used to go to library, not entering the reading zone, but waiting in the lobby, having snacks, chit-chatting with the friends, coming back without reading a single page, and toiling very hard during the internals or even the final year examinations. See, life in the medical college, you must have seen some of those who are really hardworking. I could able to see Sai Bhargav kind of people, where I was trying to pass in anatomy and physiology, he has scored the highest marks. I was just taunting him, I was just jokingly, I was telling him, I used to hate those who used to score distinction. And that too, in the subjects like anatomy and physiology, I was struggling to find what is the brachial plexus, sacral plexus, cubital fossa and other things. But somebody could able to remember, memorize all those things and form it properly in the examination and score more. But surprisingly, no, that is the way the life is. We have chosen such a tougher path. We need to remember every single aspect of it. Maybe those who are studying, those who are not studying, definitely life, that too medical practice. See, ours is the only practice along with the legal practice. Even after 60 years of the experience, people still call it as a practice because there is no end for the learnings in the medical field. Okay, even after practicing for 60 lives, people will call this practice is good. Means life will be teaching every day. See, if you would have learned much better during your theory aspects, it would be really helpful for you to take care of the patient, those who are coming with all the faith in the world. Maybe immediately tomorrow, I think it would be a difficult day. Maybe all of you are enjoying now, but once you go back to rooms, there will be a difficult and a stressful path waiting for you. You have to vacate the hostel, you have to join the new colleges, you have to part away from your friends, you have to part away from the daily routine, you have to think about the new life. If I remember in 2008, I never knew what to do after the internship. I had not planned my life. I didn't know whether to go for the post-graduation this thing or pursue my dream civil services examination. Maybe most of you would be in the same position now. I request all of you, I'm not that senior to guide you or advise you anything, but most of us are just because I have preceded you in the medical life, I have the liberty, I can take that liberty to preach you something. Decide what exactly you want to become in your life. You decide, write it down, work hard for it. Some of them are already written the examination, they have got the good ranks, they are already planning to enter some of the reputed postgraduate institutions. This puts a lot of pressure on some of the friends. Some of them would be having financial difficulties, social troubles. Even majority of the girls, they have to go through a lot of social pressures also. If you don't have a clarity in your life, again it would be difficult for you to go ahead in your life. You have to make sure what you are going to do. You have to wait patiently for it, but you have to be very perseverant in your approach. You should be determined, disciplined. With a single pointed agenda, you have to go ahead. Sometimes some people will settle something for less. They will be aspiring for some of the good clinical subjects, but out of compulsion, out of peer pressure, out of like social pressure, they will be settling for something less. There is no good or bad subjects in the medical field. Everything is equal, but if you pursue any subject, if you are content with the subject what you are taking in the post-graduation, because rest of the life you have to deal with that subject, make sure that whatever you choose, with all the content, all the satisfaction, you are selecting that thing. Maybe some of you are like deciding to like join some of the competitive fields also. If at all, if somebody wants pursue the civil services examination and other things, we'll be always there. In our batch only, maybe I don't want any of you to be a delinquent child like me in my batch, but I want to give a glimpse of hope in the civil service examination career also. In a batch of 2013, out of 180 IAS officers, 40 were from medical background. That gives a very good hope for all the medical practitioners. We always complain of the things being very bad. Society is not being taken care by general administrator. Rather than complaining on some of the things, we can join, we can conform, we can get into the society and we can change some of the things what really want to change. Along with that thing, now you have a long, maybe I think this culmination of your graduation life, you are embarking upon the new fresh life, the post-graduation life. Some of you might go, some of you might join different careers. Whatever do, contentment in the life is very much required. You should not forget your parents, your family members, they have contributed a lot in all of your success. You should owe them a lot. Whatever you become in life, you should be a concerned, respectful, dignified citizen of this country, because the country is going through a lot of difficulties. The social churning, what is happening, even the economical aspiration, social aspiration, everything is putting a lot of people into vulnerable position. As a medical professional, you have greater responsibility to take care of the downtrodden, vulnerable populations. As Hippocratic Oath, I think most of you are like, you have uttered every single word of the Hippocratic Oath. You should be remembering it. Most of the times in a busy life, we tend to forget this Hippocratic Oath. Okay, rather than forgetting the Hippocratic Oath, we should uphold the human values. We should struggle really hard to alleviate the pain, suffering of the patient, those who are seeking faith in your practice. I wish you all the very best. Those who are like prize winners, special congratulations to you. Those who have really cleared this medical profession, that itself is a big task. I congratulate every single proud parent of this and every single graduate who has cleared. I personally wish all the very best to all of you in a fresh life. Congratulations once again. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thanks a lot.
Definitely our new graduates will remember life is the best teacher. Your inspiring words, I am sure, will make our graduates able, capable and strive towards excellence in the field they choose. Thank you very much, sir, once again. Now, I request Dr. Venkatagiri KM, guest of honor of today's function, to address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Officer and Principal Dr. Musaba, Chief Guest and Deputy Collector Dr. Rajendra, dignitaries honored our dais, students, parents, friends. There are many friends of mine among you. Namaste. I don't know what Dr. Musaba saw in me to invite me and Musaba. I call him Musaba, I have the liberty because I was anesthetic patient for a long time in our small village of Uppada. He was giving the service. I am happy that I was also giving service in my village. After he left Calicut Medical College when he came here. So we have a long association of more than 20 years. You people are lucky to have a surgery professor like him and a principal like him. This is Jagannatha to the core. Maybe because our busy schedule, we departed, I settled in Kasaragod and my association work I had to leave my practice a little bit and go away, and he, because of his medical college education, he also had to leave his practice. Thank you for inviting me. I am not a big man like that. I am a simple man from a small village from nearby with the hard your effort and all, you can rise to any level. That is your effort is required in whatever you take. Anesthesia is not a very rosy subject that time. People were taking anesthesia only when they don't get any other. I wanted also, because when I talked, many wanted orthopedics or general medicine or pediatrics. These are three subjects which people told. Nobody told anesthesia, I want to be anesthetist or intensivist. For me, I also wanted to be orthopedist, and that time I did not get. So the other option, orthopedics, I joined anesthesia. But excelled in that, I could, from a small village working in a small PFC and coming to Talabas, I could raise to the highest level of an organization which can give me the president of the association. So you can also become, it's not that. Excelling is not only in your profession, there are many other things. You can excel yourself in many ways. It is not only in your profession. You can be a leader of that, your society, your association, and among your community, your people in your village. You can. Time has changed from my time. So during my time when I was doing the BBS in Gulbarga, we were very scared of our principal. 12 o'clock principal used to come from the college, the hospital to the college. Nobody used to be in the portico that time. Shankar Patil comes with, yes, when we see his car, we fear nobody. The time has changed. Now that there is more like a friend, that time teacher-student relation, we were respecting him and we are even now. And now it is not there. Even during our PG also, yes, the respect what we gave that. But now I see that I travel a lot with my association and all, and interact with many people and all. But time has changed. It has become more of a friendly affair. That's what that changed. But whatever is there, always respect your teachers and whatever. Because what we are today, what I am today is because of my teachers. You always respect teachers, respect your parents, respect your country. We have lost that because the values and come down from years when we see that. The respect to the teachers or parents, what we see in the newspaper or this thing. We are here only because of the sacrifice of our parents, you all. They must have spent a few lakhs or crores to make you what you are today. That is the only thing what we can give back to them is respect them in the old age. When the legally also, it's our obligation to see the senior citizens or aged parents, but it's very, very difficult to see that in many, many places. But that's what I want to impress on. Please, you are existing because of them and your teachers. Always remember your teachers. I always remember 5th September, Teachers' Day. I call my anesthesia teacher, my HOD, and call her and tell that, Miss, they are so happy. You also, please, one of your teachers may be a good teacher. Remember them. They are so happy that that is the least respect we can give them throughout. It is 30 years since I made MD. No 5th September I passed without calling my teachers. Yes, they are so happy that if it is little late, they were telling that category I was expecting why it is late today. They also expect. They are so happy that you have risen to this level. What we are today is because of them. Now that it is, you have passed, what next is the question. Many of you have decided, when DC has told, when we passed, we did not have anything to think what is next. But now, people are all focused. Even my daughter, she just graduated 2 years back from Hassan. She was ready. I told the present topics, you take geriatrics. That is a new subject. It is very hard subject. She was determined to take pediatrics. She wanted to pediatrics. And second thing, determined to be a good institute. That's what I also tell you. Yes, you take, whether it's MD or DMD. Now, last I saw in that sequence of people opting in institutions. People have opted a good institution DNB than a MD in a poor college. People have changed their mentality and thinking. She took in Kanchi Kamakoti. She told that, I don't know, she would have got in some other government. She told, no, the standard of that hospital is I want to be. Like that, whatever subject you want, take it where there is good clinical material. Don't be a Google doctor. Where there is a good clinical material, you can become. Now, what happens is because I see many people who come fresh graduates and even my anesthesia. One gentleman, he was not able to anesthetize a patient in the hospital because he got in a very higher institution where everything was in the monitor. But where I stand, I have only one thing, HOP, hand on, but we never used to leave the hand. But now, it is only on the monitor or on the mobile. The patient touch has gone. It is the changing time. We should be having good clinical equipment, our ultrasound, because some pain abdomen comes, immediately say that, go to ultrasound. That is next. Whatever clinical equipment is the first thing what we have to do. You also should have the good clinical knowledge that when you go to your village, what next, where I have to go, you should have some knowledge of that to teach them and tell them, you have to guide to them, tell them, in our village, whatever village, if you are in the village, neighbors will ask, they will come and take a slip and ask, what is the next thing? You may not, you will have to Google somewhere, but you have a good clinical knowledge, you know what about this. Most of the common things about common is a Vishnu. Uncommon things is uncommon, we need not know that we can do. But common things about the common we have to know. So these two things, one is that at the end, think of your parents, think of your teachers, and your life is the next. What you have to do, one is that of this marriage, yes. Second is your post-graduation. You have a determination and do whatever you feel that, but always respect your seniors, your teachers, and your country. Give respect to them. You will always succeed. If you forget our seniors or our culture or our heritage, we will be nowhere. Just lead. God will lead us in the correct way. Hope that God will lead you on, your teacher will lead you on the right way, and you will become the best doctors serving this country or maybe some abroad and do the best. Best of luck to you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your thoughts with us. I'm sure the graduates will draw inspiration from your sound words of wisdom gained from your vast knowledge. Thank you also for throwing light on the importance of respect in a person's life, not only to teachers, parents, but also your patients. Once again, thank you, sir. Now is the time for presidential address. I request Dr. M.S. Musabba, Dean, Yenagoya Medical College, to deliver the presidential address. Over to you, sir.
Very good evening to all of you. The respected Chief Guest of the day, Dr. Rajendran A.V., IAS, Deputy Commissioner of Dakshina Kannada District. Guest of honor of the day, Dr. Venkatagiri A., Senior Medical Consultant, Anesthesiologist, and National President of the Indian Society of Anesthesiology. Invited dignitaries, invited guests, graduating days, today's main celebrities of the today, and their proud parents. Hosting batch of interns and my colleagues, HODs, teaching and non-teaching staff of Yenagoya Medical College. Dr. Gangadhar Samyaji, the Registrar of Yenagoya Dignity University. Professor Mohidin Mutti, former Chancellor of the Palau University. Chief Administrative Officer, Lieutenant Colonel Pankaj, Student Welfare Officer. At the outset, I profusely congratulate the graduating doctors of our institution for successful completion of their first part of their professional journey, that is getting MBBS degree. Tomorrow, I don't know, will become the surgeon or physician or orthopedician or anatomist. But anyhow, best luck for your specialty or your selection in future. As we know, COVID-19 pandemic put all of us in an embarrassing situation and in dilemma in the last few years. Because of this, Yenagoya Deemed University could not conduct convocation and graduation ceremony in offline mode in the last 2 years, even though it was conducted in online mode. Because of the improvement in the prevailing situation, this year Yenagoya Deemed University told Yenagoya Medical College staff to conduct graduation day separately in individual institutions and colleges independently, and accordingly we are here to celebrate the graduation of Yenagoya Medical College. Even though we got green signal from the Yenagoya Deemed University in a short period of time, we could manage to select and to get two eminent personalities, namely Dr. Rajendra and Dr. Giri, as chief guest and guest of honor respectively, for our program from a long list of politicians and and other personalities. Sir, we YMC management, staff and students are highly thankful to you for accepting our invitation and gracing the occasion and spending the time in the valuable time for giving this degree and your inspiring words. Even though COVID-19 pandemic devastated economically and social situation and academic plans all over the world, YMC managed to overcome this by combined effort by the management, staff, students and your parents. I can proudly say that our academic situation, including teaching both theory and practical, did not suffer for a single hour because of the COVID, as we have overcome this situation by introducing online teaching mode. All of you agree for that. YMC and its students played a vital role in COVID-19 pandemic management and implementing the government policies in collaboration with the district health authorities. Mentioning a few, one is the RT-PCR based COVID test, first time in this part of the state in our medical college. We have conducted vaccination drive including the Covishield, Covaxin and Sputnik. We have given more than 4,000 doses of vaccine. Establishing a quarantine and COVID care center and screening in airport and the district checkpost. Full-fledged IC, both dedicated staff for treating the COVID patients. Home isolation monitoring of COVID positive patients. Doctors towards the village, that is the initiation from the district health authorities to tackle the spread of COVID-19 victims. Online home isolation monitoring the COVID positive patient by our final year MBBS students. Telecontract and telemedicine from our staff. These are some of the works we have done during the COVID, overcome the COVID this situation. We got appreciation from the district authorities and government of Karnataka for this action. Our students played important role in implementing this action. As you all know, we are NABA, NABL and NAC accredited institution, accredited A+ score we are having. We are very proud as we are giving MBBS students for 150 students per year and post-graduation in 20 these broader specialties and super specialty in 2 subjects, namely urology and surgical gastroenterology. Introduction of the state-of-art simulation lab, that is ICN, large animal dissection lab, that is the ASCEND, human cadaveric lab, robotic surgery, and recently inaugurated full-fledged Zureka Onco Center are few additions for our academic future. I hope all you graduating doctors had a good exposure to all common clinical conditions during your study period. All the 3 factors that is needed in the educational institution, namely good management, good infrastructure and experienced staff. All the 3 we are having in this institution. I hope all of the 3 you have experienced. Today, you and doctors leaving this institution with much pride and satisfaction. At the same time, we teachers are very proud in shaping you to be dedicated, hard-working, good doctors in the community. For us, teachers, nothing is more valuable than your respects. Our chief guest and guest of honor have already mentioned. We expect only your respect and our memory in your life. I hope you will keep it always in your mind and heart. We will be very proud of all your achievements in the field of medicine in future. You are ambassadors of Yanapoya Medical College. At the same time, I will tell you that don't go behind the money. See, during our graduation certificate given time, most of you selected that only the clinical subjects. At the same time, we have to remember that in future, preclinical and paraclinical subjects will become more demanding. So, don't go behind the money always. Respect your teachers, be good with your colleagues and friends. Tomorrow, you may become physicians, surgeons, family physician, ophthalmologist, physiologist, whatever it may be. But you have to remember that patient is the center of medical universe around which all our works revolve and towards which all our efforts trend. It is a saying by the J.B. Murphy, Professor of Surgery, Northwestern University, Chicago. Wishing you all the best. I remain. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir, for delivering the presidential address and for your wise counsel. The applause by the audience suggests how much you are loved and respected here, sir. Now, I request Dr. M.S. Musaba, sir, to present a memento as a token of our gratitude and appreciation to Dr. Rajendra KV, today's chief guest. Thank you, sir. I request Associate Dean Dr. Abhay Nirkude to present a memento as a token of our gratitude and appreciation to Dr. Venkatagiri KM, guest of honor of today's function. Thank you, sir. I would now like to call upon Dr. Sheetal Sahu, Additional Professor, Department of Ophthalmology, to propose the vote of thanks.
I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this special occasion of the 18th graduation day ceremony of Yanapoya Medical College. Let me first start off by giving glory to the Almighty for making today's occasion a resounding success. I would like to thank our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Yanapoya Abdullah Kuni, for his vision, commitment and able guidance. Heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Mohammad Farhad Yanapoya, for his unconditional support in all our endeavors. I'd like to thank our Vice Chancellor and Pro-Vice Chancellor. Gratitude to Registrar Sir for gracing this occasion. I would like to express a deep sense of appreciation and gratitude to our Chief Guest, Deputy Commissioner of Dakshin Kannada, Dr. Rajendra KV, for being with us and sharing his thoughts, especially the nostalgia of his undergraduate days. And he has given us a great message that life is the best teacher. A special gratitude to our guest of honor, the National President of Indian Society of Anesthesiologists, Dr. Venkatagiri KM, for sparing his valuable time and giving us a very important lesson on respect, gratitude, clinical acumen and knowing common things. Thank you, sir. I thank our Dean, Professor Dr. M.S. Musaba, Deans of all constituent colleges, Associate Deans, Department Heads, Center Heads, esteemed faculty members, distinguished dignitaries of the dais, our most valued guests of today, dear parents, our beloved students, thank you all for being with us today. I'd also like to thank the media for their coverage of this event, the audiovisual team, Foodcraft for their scrumptious food, and all the good hearts who have relentlessly worked behind the scene. I now leave you, my dear graduates, with this inspiring quote by Martin Luther King, an individual